Jake, back on the road, first of 2 straight on the road. This one's a trip to Casper. Tell me a little bit about what you think and where your squad's at right now, sitting 1-4 here as we're in the middle of the season.
Yeah, 1-4 at this stage is not where we necessarily saw ourselves going, but the fact of the matter is we are 1-4. And so we've talked about it pretty much from the beginning of the year forward, whether it's Natrona or whether it's Thunder Basin South, any of the remaining opponents that we have, we've got to refocus ourselves every week. Good and bad to 1-4 is you get a picture of who you are in several different games. I think we've played 2 games at home and have been relatively tough 2 games at home, so that part is pretty nice when we know that we have 2 games to finish it out at home. And then you look at other teams. You look at East, you look at Campbell, and again, not saying that they're moral victories, but we certainly found ourselves in some ball games there against 2 really tough teams, and just the game got away from us. And so offensively we're still hoping to get some points on the board, and defensively we're hoping to get better at tackling. But again, we refocus every week, and we've got a new opponent and get the opportunity for the last stretch of it here to position ourselves heading into playoff time.
So what are the steps from your perspective to, I guess, competing closer for a 4-quarter game, particularly on the road where you've struggled a little more?
The big thing is executing those plays that we did against Central, being able to have those big plays down the field that ultimately give us more time of possession. Getting points on the board also makes the other team and their possessions matter a little bit more. And then defensively, having that mentality of bend but don't break. I think we've had that mentality in several of our games. But just the fact of the matter is, sometimes you get to a point where you get one-dimensional offensively when you get down. And we're competitors. We're not going to sit here and punt because we have to. Because if we don't score, we don't win. And sometimes that means that we're giving up poor field position and all those things. But yeah, as we move forward, how do we continue to get more competitive? Number one is still continue to believe in who we are and the message in which we're promoting for these guys. We got to continue to get better at tackling. I think that's been a pretty big issue for us. But I think finding who our playmakers are and finding our offensive identity for sure.
Lastly, what are the challenges and what are your thoughts on Natrona County, your opponent this week?
Yeah, Natrona is always going to be, there's a reason they stand the test of time. They're very well coached. They tend to have the same coaches year in and year out. And anytime that you have 180 people on your roster, you're always going to find competitive athletes that have opportunities to compete from freshmen on forward. And so, when I look at the Natronas of the world, they're generally pretty big up front on both sides of the ball, well coached. They have athletes and they have speed. Defensively, they're going to be real salty in the linebacker department. They run downhill and they like to make you earn every yard possible. DBs, coverage-wise, they're really well execute and do a good job of not peeking in the backfield and knowing what their assignments are. Offensively, they like being big and they want to play some big man ball. They want that tight end, they want that fullback, and they want to be able to run the ball, but they're not afraid to pass either, and they want to work on some play action boots. They want you to get so used to the run that you forget about the pass.
Jake, thanks for the time. Good luck in Casper.
Thank you.